What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing my Artur Beterbiev versus Beterbiev-Bivol 2 card predictions. As always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's dive right into it. So the first fight is Joshua Buatsi versus Callum Smith. Two British light heavyweights who are at different parts of their career. You know, Callum Smith, he's a former champion at super middleweight. But over the last couple of years, he has been slowing down slightly. Whereas Buatsi, he's a surging contender. Probably one or two wins away from a title shot, and he has the momentum right now. In this fight, Smith's going to try to keep Buatsi on the outside, behind his jab and left hook, whereas Buatsi, he'll try to implement his pressure, body shots, and combinations. Now Smith, he will have some success early on in the fight, but as the rounds go on, I do think Buatsi will land more volume. So I got Joshua Buatsi by decision. On to the next fight, Big Bang Zhilei Zhang versus Zhang-Kabayel. Now Zhang is a very powerful guy, especially early on, very dangerous. He's got a sniper of a straight left hand, and he doesn't even need to set it up behind the jab. He just times that left hand when his opponents enter into range. He's also got a mean right hook, and when we saw that Deontay Wilder knockout. However, Kabayel is the more skilled, technical boxer. While he is the smaller guy, he's going to have the speed advantage, better cardio. Zhang, he does slow down in the last few rounds, especially with that size and him being in his 40s. And I think that's where Kabayel can pick up. He can land his volume on the inside, the combinations, the body shots, and slowly wear Zhang down. So I got Zhang-Kabayel by decision. Next, Vergil Ortiz Jr. versus Adames-Madrimov. This is actually my second favorite fight on the card behind Beterbiev-Bivol 2, and it's not even a title fight. Now Ortiz Jr., he's a young undefeated boxer, great hand speed, good power and knockout ratio, and he can mix it up to the body and head. However, in his last fight when he stepped up in competition against Sergey Bochuk, I was not very impressed by his performance. I thought he made a lot of defensive mistakes. He'd have his left hand very low, kind of swinging by his hip and get caught with the right hand. Even on the inside, he didn't have the best head movement, got dropped there by Bochuk. Stuff like this, it is very concerning against someone like Madrimov. Israel Madrimov in his last fight proved he can compete with an all-time great in Terence Crawford. He had great shot selection, kept landing that straight right hand. He's very bouncy with his feet, good footwork and angle changes. And I think his technicalities and skills will give Ortiz problems, especially as the fight goes on. So I have Israel Madrimov by 9th round KO. On to the title fights. Carlos Adames versus Adames-Sheeraz. Adames, he's a very underrated champion, won 6 straight fights, good left hand and right hook, and he's great at imposing his pressure. If he can push the pace on Sheeraz, he's got a chance to win a decision. However, Hamza will have a huge size and power advantage. I have no idea how Sheeraz makes 160. He looks bigger than Beterbiev and Bivol, and both those guys are at 175. But Sheeraz, he landed a lot of uppercuts on the inside, especially as Adames walks forward. He's going to land that check hook, and I do think he'll make Adames uncomfortable as the fight goes on. So I have Sheeraz by 8th round TKO. Now, Shakur Stevenson versus Shakur-Padley. This is probably the easiest fight on the card to predict, unless the upset of the year happens, but I just don't see it. Shakur, he's a very skilled defensive boxer, great jab, good straight left hand, and he's very good at controlling the distance. Now, Padley, he is undefeated, very tough guy, pulled off a big upset against Mark Chamberlain in his last fight, dropping him with an uppercut combination in the 8th round. But the only way he can win against Shakur is making it a wild brawl. And Shakur, he's not the type of guy to get into exchanges, take unnecessary risks. And I think Shakur wins 11 or 12 rounds. So I got Shakur Stevenson by decision. On to the co-main event, Joseph Parker versus Parker-Bakole, who stepped in for Daniel Dubois. I'm not sure why multiple fighters on the card got sick. Who knows what happened there? But anyways, this is a great matchup still. Bakole is a very scary guy. Good thudding jab. He can impose his pressure, land that right hand and the uppercuts. But Parker is the more technical guy with faster hands and better cardio. He's going to be timing that straight right hand right up the middle, measuring with the lead hand. And he's also pretty defensively aware. Good head movement. He survived against Deontay Wilder and Zhilei Zhang, two huge punchers. And I think he can do the same against Parker-Bakole. Bakole will be dangerous early on, but as the rounds go on, his cardio will be suspect. He's coming in on short notice. Very big guy, and I think Parker can take over in the last few rounds. So give me Joseph Parker by decision. And lastly, the main event, Artur Beterbiev versus Beterbiev-Bivol 2. That first fight was so evenly matched. Bivol was dominating the first half of the fight, landing his combinations, the counter right hands. But as the fight went on, Beterbiev started to take over with his pressure and the combinations. Now this time, Bivol will know that he has to be more active to win a decision. That means he's going to land more combinations, double, triple up on his jabs, maybe land more body shots, but with opening up, he's also going to take more risks, and that allows opportunities for Beterbiev. Beterbiev is a great counterpuncher. He can impose his pressure, and this time he will be healthier. Last time he had a torn meniscus. His power wasn't the same as the normal fights, but I do think he'll explode more with his power shots this time. So I think Beterbiev walks him down, lands the bigger shots, and my prediction is Artur Beterbiev by 10th round TKO. But those were my last crescendo card predictions. Hopefully it is the card of the century like it is built out to be. If you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe. I'm almost at 500 subscribers, so help me out there. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.